walking in the ghetto. Looking good, but looking down.
What you say? Come on, pop.
Said she needed inspiration.
What you
I
say?
said, get your shit, cause we're going uptown.
Uptown, baby. Uptown, say what?
I could tell she was feeling better.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, yeah.
When she got inside the car,
She gotta stop the car.
she was a dark-skinned girl with pretty cornrows. She was doing her best to try to hide that scar.
What you say? Come on, and what you say now?
I don't really care about that there.
Just what?
Just get involved.
Like that, take it down one more time. Say,
You making me feel so real. Just get involved.
like that, one more time. What you say now? What?
Every time I take you around, friends,
Come on, I'ma take you round, friends.
I catch them looking at your love.
Looking at your love, looking at your love, like that.
You know it never ever bothered me, because I know that I'm the one you're thinking of. I don't really care about that there. Just get involved.
What you say one time? What you say? Say.
You making me feel so real. Just get involved.
Word up, word up, word
Come
up.
on,
Yo,
baby.
Raphael just stopped in his track.
Sexy, baby.
Get involved and make an intimate pact.
Come on, baby.
You know the way that you present your things.
Oxylated.
We in the belly, so we might as well play.
Come on, baby.
The way you shine, shorty, you.
In here, man. We up in here, Paradigm, episode 15. Listen, I had to reach out to this individual. This is a somebody that support my channel for a very long time, and it's probably you should have been heard this story a long time ago. You already know, truth seeker, enlightened spirit, songwriter, musician, singer. Okay, I'm listening to a song yesterday. Dare I say this? I'm listening to a song yesterday. I said, why he remind me of Mike Jack? Why is that? So we're gonna hear Jay's story today. I want to get right into the conversation. We had a conversation of paradigms and indoctrinated belief systems. Jay, what was the very first just the very first time you encountered social engineering, and how did you break through that illusion?
Okay. Well, first off, I'm gonna give you your flowers, man. That intro was amazing. The whole platform is an amazing piece of art and creativity of your soul. And I appreciate you having me on this platform and being able to tell my story. So hopefully it can relate to anybody that's having the same, occurrence. But my first encounter with the social engineering, I'm gonna have to say it was two things. It was family and it was the school system. And the family part came first because when you're younger, you see your older people doing things that you think is right, as far as like religion and working or having political beliefs. And as you get older, you come to realize and you research on your own, and you be like, some of these stuff are like spells and things that people are following and not being leaders. So the first social engineering came when I was like 7, 8, and it was in the church, and the pastors was preaching to the people and just giving them a false fairy tale, and people was believing it, not knowing that the power was in them the whole time. So I was like, at that age though, I always question things, and I was like, why the pastor doing this and that? And behind closed doors, he cheating on his wife, and he being, nasty and mean spirit to people. But then the day of church on Sunday, he want to speak like he is so holy. And not to say nobody, is not, you don't have to be perfect, but be real. And so that was the first, idea, and the thought pattern was the questioning that situation. So yeah.
I see this. Did you like going to church?
No, not really. I felt like I was forced, and really was forced, because you had to wake up early. you have to, you know, go to church on a certain day, and sometimes the times be longer than what expected. And I just felt like it was a forced process, you know, and it made me feel drained afterwards, for real, for real.
Yeah, nah, I remember that too. We used to go to church, man. We used to go to church like 2, 3 times a week because my grandmother used to like work at the church.
Dang, you
You
got
know what I'm saying? So she at work, but she just so happened to work at the church. So I'm there, we there. I'm like, oh my god! And then on Sunday it's like the Super Bowl for them.
yeah.
So we in this hot ass church. The AC was never fucking working.
Yo, that's how I
Um,
be.
can barely see the pastor because all these, got all these goddamn fruit baskets on their head, and these beautiful, beautiful melanated women wearing these big ass hats and shit. But
Yeah,
I'm kind of with you on that. Like, it's funny. Today I kind of step into that discernment and spiritual awakening, but it wasn't appealing. It felt more like an event
right.
than it was like a spiritual like,
Awakening.
yeah, like it just felt more like, this is just where we go to, to show our face. And
Like a show.
yeah, it felt
Mm,
like a show. That's what it
yeah.
felt like.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like people to dress good and have
Yeah,
a trying to top the other person type, you know, feel
yeah,
to it. Yeah.
yeah, it was like a social type of like class thing where you see where people stand and stuff like that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like I'm glad that I was able to see through that as a young age, because I'm gonna tell you, I probably would have been a pastor. The way my grandma used to, you know, try to make me and my brothers, you know, be that type of person, I probably would have been a pastor. But I'm glad I didn't, you know. So I want to be more of a aspect to the world, more than just a pastor and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to be a preacher, but I want to be this real, and people see my light and they get inspired by that. That's how I want to be.
I respect that.
Yeah.
So, you know, now you mentioned family as well.
Mhm.
Um, do you have like a close relate, like going back, we're going all the way back, right? No
Okay.
Diddy. So your family, what would they identify as back then when you was growing up? Conservatives, Republican, Democrats, liberals, conservatives, Republicans. What would you say your family identified as?
Okay, my family as a whole, they was most likely Democrats. But you know, my mom, my dad, they never really took the political game serious as like my grandma, aunties, and you know, my cousins. So I'm gonna say Democrat, because you know, as we are young, you know, Democrats are like the sole thing to do, like vote for Democrat, because they relate to the hoods, and you know, they really don't relate to the hoods, but they'll say that and try to brainwash people to vote for them, you know. And it's like a a, a spell work type of thing they do, you know, with people, like vote Democrat, or because we understand the struggle, and they never be in the hood with the people, you know, debating on how to make the community better. So yeah, so
Right.
Democrat was always pushed down our throats.
Right, right. Yeah, it's like a routine. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's just something. It's like automatic when you go to the polls. This is what you do. You don't have
Yep.
to know anything about these people. This is just the box you got to check. So following up with that, like in your household, were you raised in a household where your family, they had faith in the system? Because the funny thing is about black people, we don't, most black people that I knew and grew up around, we don't trust the government. We don't fuck with the government,
Right.
but we try to do what we can to try to utilize whatever, opportunities they have so we can eat off the government. But I noticed that black people, even though they don't have that much faith in the government, they still kind of fall in line with the with the bullshit, with the propaganda, and you know what I'm saying, the race
Right.
baiting and all this other shit. So were you raised in a household that had faith in the government?
Um. Well, I'm gonna
Or
say,
I'll say like faith in the system, you know what I'm saying?
uh, not at all, because my mom, she worked her ass off. You know, my dad did too. So we never really depended on food stamps or the government assistance. So the faith wasn't, instilled in us to believe in the government, but it was like they kind of slaved themselves at the same time. So it was like they believe that if you work hard and go to school, that you have a good life. Until recently, they figure out, because I kind of still live with them, and until recently, they understood how hard it is to even have a degree and trying to make it. Because most of the time, I felt like it was better for me just to get a trade than to get a degree. So they just believe working hard and going to school will make a successful life. I don't think they really believed that the government really was for us, because we never really need no government assistance for real. So that's why I say that. But no, yeah, they didn't believe in the government benefits or the way the government depend on the
Right.
government. Yeah.
Right. Because it's funny, like in today's world, at least today's society, a lot of people from the black community, we're just trying to figure out how to finesse it. There's like the PPP shit.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to figure out, okay, how can we finesse the government, opposed to, because like you said before, it was like, ew, we ain't, it was looked down upon, like
Mm.
we ain't broke, we work hard, we not about to, we don't need assistance.
Right. Right.
So it's funny to see that dynamic completely just changed. Like people was flexing food stamp
Yeah,
cards
that
now and
is
saying
like at this
like,
point, I'm trying to get a check.
nigga, I was on food stamps, bro. They kicked me the fuck off.
That's crazy, and this is crazy because like the ones that really need it, like me and you, because we have no kids and we single, we trying to make it on our own. We
Yeah.
should be easily get it and keep it for a long time until we set financially straight. But they don't care about that. I feel like they use that as an advantage so people can get more in a hole and just give them little treats and stuff like that. And I don't agree with that at all. It should be an automatic thing in a good way. Like if you want to get your own house, that should be like a food stamp should be a extra not an extra thing, but a thing that you need to get along with the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a package or something like that.
Like
That's how I feel.
yeah, I feel you. So speak on where you're from, and would you say you're a product of your environment?
Okay. Well, I'm from Georgia, and this city it has its ups and downs, and you have to be uh you have to be tapped into yourself. You have to learn yourself. You have to willing to evolve because you got spots in this city that'll keep you low vibrational. And what I mean by low vibrational, it makes you not want to move. It makes you want to be stagnant, and you don't want to have no growth in the areas that in the city that you have to go to. So a lot of people that I know is stuck in a mindset of like not trying to evolve, not with materialistic gains, but as far like mentally, they stuck mentally. They don't see nothing outside of working a 9 to 5 or getting cars and clothes and thinking that's a successful life. But at the end of the day, you working for all that, and it's just like you just killing yourself, because once you lose all that, how will you regain that self? So my city, I'm really not a part of a lot of stuff. I'm kind of stuck to myself. And I always been like that since I was like younger. I always been, stuck on myself and not really dealing with too many people, because a lot of people in this city that I try to deal with kind of turn against me off some weird situation. And they never really explained to me why they turn against me. And I'm a type of person where I want them to be real with me. You don't got to sugarcoat nothing. Don't try to don't speak or try to explain. You know what I'm saying? Just be real. So that's why I already deal with too many people, and I move in a divine a divine way where it's an energy thing with me. So that's what this city is. But a lot of people came from here that was celebrities and musicians. So it's a good city is what you make it, for real. And what's the other question?
Oh no, yeah, I was saying, were you a product? Do you feel like you were a product of your environment, or have you kind of, because when you come from a certain place, you see these people that's just, they old as hell, and they constantly just talking about, this is where I'm from, and I'm like, bro, I'm curious. Do you feel like you have you outgrown you know, where you come from, or what's your thoughts on that?
I think I did outgrown my area, but I'm here for a reason because I feel like my light is supposed to be here for a reason because the city is kind of dark. So by me being here, I feel like is a reason why I'm here. And I tried to move countless of times, but the financial situation was never right. So it's I'm meant to be here for a reason, and that's why I said what I said recently. I got to move how I move, energy wise, and still move my divine ways. And I'm not perfect at all, but I have to move in a way. Um, I gotta think every time I go somewhere. I gotta think if I want to go that way certain days.
My friend was kind of like, let me just go ahead and ask you this: do you feel like you're trapped in Georgia? You're in Georgia, right?
Mhm.
Do you feel like you're trapped in Georgia, or is it kind of like a negative type of thing, or how you feel about that?
Um, if the city had more opportunities as far as me being able to like on a service level, being able to pick a job that I want to pick,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be, so-called trapped physically, but
yeah,
mentally, I feel like it might be a trap for some people, because it's
yeah,
not really a lot of stuff to really be creative in my city alone in Georgia, because Savannah, Georgia, is don't really have no creative things outside the job. So I feel kind of trapped because I want to do other things outside the 9 to 5. And if it
yeah,
had more opportunities physically, um, I wouldn't feel trapped. So I feel trapped physically, but not. I mean, mentally, I feel trapped, but physically, if
yeah.
it had more opportunities, then I wouldn't feel as trapped.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that's kind of like how I feel about Jersey. I was having a conversation with a friend, and she was basically trying to say, like, some of us might be ordained to a certain location, meaning, like,
Mm,
on a spiritual level, we're this is where we're gonna be at. I'm like, it might be true, but I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to die in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, um,
I feel you on that because you want to expand that energy elsewhere to
right,
see what else you can do.
right. So, kind of like fast forward a little bit, the content that you make on your channel. I'm gonna share your channel on the screen while you answer this question. But the kind of content that you make today, and your level of discernment, and self awareness, and things of that nature, are
Mhm.
you able to share your content? Do you feel comfortable sharing your content with your family, or is it kind of like still is like a touch and go? It's like, oh, I'm not sure how they're gonna react, or are they gonna judge me? What's that situation like?
Well, I don't really care what they think, but my thing is the support thing because they know I'm doing something different, and the only one that really give me a feedback and I'm able to, when I put my music out, I let this person listen to it first, and if he like it, then I know it's good because he's a music head and he was supposed to be a musician as well. Because my granddad wanted him to play the saxophone, so my dad is the only person I let listen to the full product. And when he has a sense of knowing about if it's a good track or if it's not a track of that's a need to be released, then I go by his approval as well. So yeah, so my dad the only one who really showed full support. The rest of my family, my other brothers, I have two brothers that do music. They rap too as well, and they sometimes um they focus on their own product and content that they don't really want to focus on trying to come together and create a collaboration album. So it's it's almost like
Right,
I don't
right.
I
That
don't
shit
I don't
weird. That shit
yeah, I don't
weird.
want to shame them for that, but it's understood from on my end. But yeah, when I first started doing this music thing, they didn't even took me serious. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and they was like, okay, they see it, but they don't even want to play it most of the time. Um, but it was a long process of being able to create music to this point of being able to release it anyway. Because I was trash at first, and it started with
That's a,
yeah, like it was so trash.
yeah, that's the real shit with a person. See, yo, listen, you got
Yeah.
these sexy red individuals. You got all these individuals that swear they the best rapper alive, best artist alive, and I'm like, bro, they need to keep it real like that. Like it's sad that the actual good, the people that have substance and the good quality artists, right? They
Right.
have the ability to be like, yeah, my shit was trash at one point in time. But
Yeah,
these
like
people that you hear on the radio, they man, listen, bro. What she said, I'm the shit fart. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, and it's crazy because, like I said before, I started off beatboxing off this recorder. It's an old recorder that it had like a voice thing on the top, and you press the record, and it had like a little cassette tape in the built-in recorder. So I used to press the little recorder thing and just straight up beatbox, and that's to try to create a instrumental with the voices that I try to create, and that was the first step of me being able to have that rhythm. And
Hold on. You said it's kind of like, was it kind of like, you mean sampling?
no, it was like you talking about the recorder?
Yeah, like what was you doing with you was recording your own voice and then trying to
Yeah,
make a beat with your voice?
yeah, beat my voice. Like
Mm,
like back in the day has to do the beatbox. It used to be like
right,
hold on,
right.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Hold on. It used to be like all right. It used to be like hold on. Mm, 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 mm. So this would be stuff like that to do, and I used to be like, okay,
That's
it kind of
what's up.
sounded good.
And you
And then
record that?
I record that, yeah. And then I try to do it again, and then it kept getting better and better. And
Mm,
I built that rhythm for me. And I try to and then when I went to middle school, I try to get in the music class, and they want me to do this thing called bells. Cause when I seen drumline, and Nick Candace had the snare drums going crazy. So I was like, man, I want to do snare drums. And then they was like, oh no, you gotta do bells, build up rhythm and stuff like that. And then so I try to build up rhythm first, and then um and it's funny you mentioned Michael Jackson because like when he died, that's when I really started to try to do the vocal exercise and try to sing, not like him, but I try to use inspirations from other people and try to find a vocal ranges and try to hit the vocal ranges like them. But
right,
most of the time, it never can go that far like how they vocal ranges do,
right,
because every singer is different. So I
right.
just had to research on my own and try to find similar vocal ranges of artists that I can almost not copy but kind of mimic how they sing and create it in my own little way. And that's when I
Right.
found out about Raphael Sadiq,
Mm-hmm.
John Lennon, and just mostly neo soul artists like that and funk artists.
Roland said Michael Jackson was a beatboxer.
Oh yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, because with Michael Jackson, bro, he had a strong voice, but
Mm.
at the same time, it was like real soft. It was kind of feathery. It was soft too. I'm just be honest, like. So then, like when I'm listening to your song, we're gonna play it in a little bit. But when I'm listening to your song, and it's like certain tones, I'm like, what the hell, like what I'm saying, like.
Don't give me that much props.
But I'm just saying, I was like, this nigga sound like Michael Jackson a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
And it's crazy because when I was in school, they used to call me Lil Mike. I like, man, I don't sound like I have a little similar, but it's like back in high school to be like, okay, you Lil Mike, because I used to dance like him a little bit too. And I like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, because it's like, because I know you said you make like, I don't want to misspeak, neo soul.
Yeah, neo soul. I don't even like to put it in the category.
Yeah,
I like to say soul music, awakened soul
right.
music. Yeah.
But when I listened to your song, I was kind of, I don't know why, but I was kind of expecting you to rap a little bit, or like kind of not necessarily like rap, but like how these new singers, how they basically sing rap.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
was kind of expecting that, but this dude was like actually singing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I want to give you the history because, like I said, my dad was a music head, and he used to have the old singers like Curtis Mayfield, Marvin Gaye, let me see, what's another one? Sam Cooke, Isley Brothers, Commodore. I just said Commodores, but see, old school artists from the late 70s and early 70s. There was the ones that had the soul where it wasn't really too much of a auto tune in their vocal, songs and stuff. The vocal song, like auto tunes in their vocal songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they use was the organic voice and not nothing to extend it into like sounding like that of today. So I just went back in time and I just try to study the game. And I always say I'm a student of soul. So that's basically what it was. I just research and try to find. I didn't want to sound nobody else because I'm an Aquarius and I just want to be so different and unique that I was like everybody sounding the same. I'm gonna come out different. And that was just it. Yeah.
That's what this whole shit was basically supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Before this whole, this hive mind artist, hive mind music just destroyed everything.
Yeah.
That was like how everybody, that was like what people bragged about. That they bragged about and took pride in having their own sound.
Yeah.
That was the flex back in the day. But
Yep.
now the flex is money. It's not about creativity no more, which is once again the love of money is the root of all evil. That shit, the money didn't ruin the entire. It ruined music.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I feel like it was like that because Diddy came in the game. Because before that, I don't really think nobody's really doing all that flashy stuff like that before Diddy came. Diddy and after that, him and Mace were doing all that shiny suits and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, so
that's real shit. What's your favorite conspiracy movie?
I have so many. I'm gonna say the one everybody love. They live.
They live.
Yeah, they live.
They live has so many elements, bro. Like from the glasses to the fight scene to the end of the movie where they got to take out the satellite or whatever the cable shit. So people would just stop paying attention. That movie has so many the buy and consume, obey. It just has so many elements of just like, this scripted reality in front of us. Dude.
Yeah,
that movie was really good.
It felt like it's real life, like it's based off real life because people need to put on the glasses. They don't want to put on the glasses.
Exactly. Yeah. Have you ever seen Fallen?
Oh, with Denzel?
Yeah.
Yes, I seen that one. Every time somebody touch another person, it'd be like a demonic person in them and stuff like that. Yeah, I seen that movie was amazing.
Yeah. So my whole thing is like, bro, I don't know. I mean, I know they still put the content. Everybody's talking about this Netflix show called 3 Body Problem. I want to say is the name of it. So they're constantly, they the leave the world behind. So they constantly putting the shit in the movies, but it just felt like back in the day. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Conspiracy or Conspiracy Theory or something with Mel Gibson. I'm talking about.
I think I heard about it, but I never really seen it like that.
Yeah, you gotta check that movie out. It's funny though how they got Mel Gibson playing fucking Jesus Christ in one movie, and then now he's a conspiracy theorist. It's kind of crazy how they do that shit.
Yeah, because I feel like it's universal law that they have to say, certain stuff to try to save their behinds, but like it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's so bro. And then you got the Truman Show. I mean, bro, these is classic movies, bro. That's gonna be like, it's gonna be around forever.
It is. And the Truman Show, it really like it showed you that we are in a TV show. Like we literally in a TV show.
That's some real shit. All right, let me see. We at the 30-minute mark. I wanna play one of Jay's songs. Which one did you want to play, Jay?
I want to play Celebrate. You pick one that you want to play.
Well, I'm gonna let you pick the first one, and I'm gonna pick the second one.
Okay, Fly Away.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, that one is a dope song.
All right, we're gonna listen to this, yo. And before we play this, kind of like get the people the background story of this song right here.
Okay, this song is me just expressing how sometimes you can be mentally too strong for the realm, and you feel like you just want to fly away and go to a place that's more secure for you and more of a lighthearted place that you can expand and create more. And that what this song basically is about. I just want to fly away and where kids can be kids and adults can be adults. And yeah, just expressing my passion and what I want to do.
I bet. Here we go.
Fly away, fly away, fly away. We all want to fly away, fly away to a place where I feel free to be, free to dream, free to be at peace. No stress, don't have to pay the bill, no worry.
Hey,
Yes.
and I tell you that boy sound like MJ, bro. It's just like this, you catch these pockets. He be like, that nigga sound like MJ.
Listen to this, man.
Or hate, cause we know what it is, no religion, cause we have ourselves, no indoctrination. You learn someone who don't know themselves. For the rich, to sit back and watch the world cry, no hope, because we know money is not needed in this place. I want to fly away to a place, to imagine a place where kids can be kids, adults can be themselves, never lose themselves. We can't do it no more. If life's supposed to be like this, then I fly away to a place. Fly away, I won't come back again. I learned a lot, yeah. I studied the game. I played the game. Fly away, it's time. Fly away to change. Fly away the game. Fly away, express. Fly away, escape. Fly away through my mind. Through my mind. I fly, fly, fly away. Fly away. Fly away. Fly away. Fly away. Fly away.
Hear that shit on purpose. Fly away. Like he do that shit up. Like he know what he doing, bro. That shit sound like you wanna be bad. Just like that shit, that ad-lib shit. Hey, you ever see that dude on Instagram that be like he's dancing like Michael Jackson, but he's doing a whole bunch of random shit?
Oh yeah, I seen that
He's
video.
like playing basketball and playing. He's
I guess I listened to him my whole life, and listen to Lil Mike from the Jackson 5 and
yeah.
all that just played a part, I guess.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. And I'm not saying like he sounded like Michael Jackson the entire time, but it's like I'm just being honest, bro. Like this part. And I will say this, because this dude, like, he's definitely like the opposite of Nas. Jay picks really good beats. like I'm listening to his songs and I'm like the beats is just on point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
'Cause I
saying?
told you like that rhythm is that played a part too when I was younger, just trying to find a rhythm. Cause I know people love to, bop their heads and
Yeah,
as well get the message.
that's real shit. Nah, that's a good song, bro. That's a good song.
Thank you.
All right, shit. Let's when you was first kind of like waking up, reconnecting with your spirit, were there any truth tellers or truth speakers? I'm sorry, truth seekers that you kind of gravitated towards?
Well, when I the very first ever, I'm gonna say it was Dick Gregory. I heard one of his videos and he was like, uh, don't have no hope. He kept saying, don't have no hope. You gotta know. And that was the floodgates. And I was like, yo, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by why he keeps saying don't have no hope and just have a knowing. And that just opened up the floodgates.
How old was you? You remember how old you was?
Um, cause like I told before, from like 5 to 10, I already had that questioning going on. So from 10 to 15, no, I'm gonna say from 19 to now, that's when I started really getting in depth with everything, trying to find out, okay, why was we just slaves? We what really wasn't, who was on this land and stuff like that. I started really digging deep around 19.
That's early for a lot of people, man. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Um, and kind of like backtracking. Like when was the first time you fell in love with music, man? When was the very first time?
Uh, well, like I said before, I keep using my dad as a reference because I'm telling you, this man's a music head. So my dad's to go to work. He's a truck driver, and one day I would just because I wasn't going to school, either it was summertime or something like that, and I was at home just chilling, and I seen his CD love pack. Because you remember back in the day, you had a CD pack where you put your CDs in this little holder, and you have all your CDs in this holder. You can flip it and see what CDs you want next. Before Apple and iPhone and all that, you can have your musical computer. You had the CD pack where you could put your CDs in the pack and take them out and put them in a stereo. So I found this CD pack and it had the old school like 70s type, funk, all that in it. It had Ohio Players, it had Rick James, it had Temptations, it had all the Motown, it had everything. So I just picked one of them. I had picked the Ohio Players because I had like this one song called Roller Coaster. So when I put it in the stereo, the first track blew my mind. It was like a song called Roller Coaster, and I was like, man, this song got a great bass line, the drums, everything. That sounds so amazing to me, and I was like, man, I love it. I really want to do something. Either I was gonna be a producer, or I was gonna be something, like a singer or something dealing with music because I loved it so much. And but sometimes life don't push you that way, or something that you don't want to do that because it's not about talent, it's about politics. So so the first time I fell in love was when I put that CD in and played Roller Coaster off my pop's stereo in his CD. So
Yeah, yeah. Now I think it's real interesting that a lot of us make music. Like, you know what I mean? It's one thing to just, you do your research, you come on here and you talk about certain things. But like, bro, almost everybody I've interviewed does music or they find these creative ways to express themselves. So they create music, they create instrumentals, they do poetry, they can sing, they can write, they can draw. Like everybody has something. Like nobody's just just
one dimensional.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people, we have the ability to, they have comedy. You know what I'm saying? They can be they're very funny.
Right.
Um, it's
That's why.
it's very entertaining to see that. Interesting to see that.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't want to, when I came to this your page and I found out about you, Hurricane, Bronze, John. When I found out about y'all and y'all did multiple stuff, I had to, tap into that other element too as well. So everything happened for a reason. And I'm very glad that I found you guys, and I'm able to, you know, talk and create and, do a lot more stuff, because at one point I wasn't, I was holding everything back because, I had a feeling of like, maybe I am too different. Maybe I'm an alien. I didn't have nobody really to express my ways and creative things I want to do until I met y'all on YouTube, and I'm just very proud, to be able to, do this and continue to do things like that, like this. So
When was the first time you realized that the same music that you love, the music was being weaponized, and it was the music industry actually was a satanic cult? When was the first time you realized that?
well, I'm gonna say around, this was like when I was like older. I'm gonna say 2024. And I found out that my favorite rapper, J. Cole, was a puppet. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, he not a he a puppet. He signed with Jay-Z and all that." I was kind of like dismissing it because I liked his music so much. I thought he was the coolest, humblest person. And when I did my research, I found out he was a puppet, and he being played by the industry. And it kind of like, not on no Diddy, but it kind of broke my heart, because I like, dang, how this man can say so much real. Yeah, broke my heart, man. Like, I like, how can this man, how can he say so much of a real things and not be really speaking, not really doing the action of what he's speaking on, and that really, woke me up, and I just started doing a lot more research on other, celebrities, and that opened up the rabbit hole for me with the celebrity part. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean the lower IQ people, I'll just say the spiritually immature people, they hear the music and they're appreciative, or because J. Cole falls into that conscious rapper category, like the
Yeah.
Kendricks and the what'd you say, Q-tips, I guess,
Yeah, Q-tips, yeah.
a lot of them. And but the thing is, these people appreciate the music, but they leave it there. It's like the music, it's just, the music is still, it helps bring people together, but it's still not like, you got to take action in real life.
Exactly.
It's not going to be a revolution from a booth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You got to put the work in. There's a step after recording a song. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing that kills me the same way. Like, they never take that next step.
Yeah, they
Um,
don't.
in real life, they make their little song, get paid off of it. They do their little concert shows, they get paid off of it. But the subject matter, they never take that step to actually do anything real. And I mean, we talking about multi-millionaires,
Yep.
what I'm saying, that have resources to
They have
uh
all that money.
yeah, they have, and once again, it's the money. They have the money. Some of them have they actually have influence, but they also have leverage. And so when you have, that's the most important thing in my opinion in this realm, is leverage. And when you have the leverage to get some shit done, you know what I'm saying, there's nobody that can stop you. So
Right.
and it's kind of like this Diddy situation. And you think, if Diddy was so concerned about flexing on people, but the black community as well, he
Mhm.
was just so concerned about flexing on niggas, that it's like, bro, if you actually was building shit for your own community, maybe somebody would be speaking up for you right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But they know he fraud. They know he fraud.
Let's have a real conversation. If Diddy was out here building up communities and showing his face, and where the places that he come from and stuff like that, and actually helping people, because yeah, ain't nobody defending this dude.
They not.
From regular people to his billionaire buddies.
Yep. And then it's like, I heard somebody got a video, and they're gonna expose some more down the line. So I feel like they used Diddy for what he was needed for, was to kill the organic feeling of hip hop.
Right.
And once he did that mission, they're gonna chew him up and throw him away. So
Right.
that's what's happening with him. Yeah, so I feel like he destroyed it, man. But
Who do you feel like is the biggest sellout in the music history? Who do you feel like is the biggest sellout?
um, it's multiple people for me. I'm gonna say the gatekeepers, the one that like I said before, killed the organic way of hip hop and music. Period. So I'm gonna say my top two hated is Diddy, Jay-Z, Russell Simmons.
Why you say Russell Simmons?
Because Russell, he's on another island. He trying to escape what they trying to do to him. Like how they trying to do Diddy. Yeah. Russell Simmons is on another island hiding. So I feel like um Russell was part of what Diddy did too as well. So that's why he went over there.
Nah, yeah, and I agree with you, man. This shit is ridiculous, man.
It
It's
is.
ridiculous because I've watched hip hop, rap, whatever. I've watched it be at its strongest, and I'm probably gonna watch it die in
No,
one lifetime.
it's crazy. Cause I feel like at one point, soul music from the 70s, early 70s, I'm gonna say no, the 60s, 70s. That was the first original part of what hip hop is. And then hip hop became the organic version of what you know it as around like the 90s, early 2000s area.
Yeah,
So before what you know it as, it was the soul music from the 60s and 70s, and they see how that music um kind of like made people feel better and it was a high vibration. So when they came back around back in the 90s and they evolved into the hip hop you know today, they try to nip it in the bud and stop it from being a more high frequency type music. So that's why they did that, what they did.
yeah,
It goes real deep.
yeah. So we got this eclipse coming on the 8th. There was actually an earthquake today. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, it was in 3 cities. It was New Jersey,
Yeah.
New York, and I think Philly. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so
Yeah, it was and but there I heard some people was feeling it in other places like Maryland and other places. I don't know. But it was an
going
earthquake
down.
today. Um, you know what I'm saying? We got this once again we got the eclipse coming. It's a lot of weird shit going on.
Yeah,
Greg said it was HARP. Could be CERN, who knows what it is.
they messing with something, man.
And I mean it's apparent. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Every day, I don't know what it's looking like the weather where you at, but every day is fucking the cloud. Every day, bro, the clouds just been out there. It's been dark and gray. You can't see the sky.
Yeah,
You can't look up and see what's going on. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Well, eventually, but nobody's scared or anything like
oh,
that. We
nah.
don't promote the entity of fear or
Yep.
whatever. But my question to you is, what would be your shit hit the fan plan?
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like we prepared mentally all day, but it's like you never really know when it would come. So you not really, you know what I'm saying? Like you could be prepared, but when it hit the fan, is you really prepared? Like so
Right.
my plan is to stay, in my mental power how I am now and just move with discernment of people that come around me during those times. And stock up on like water, canned foods, anything that I can survive off for these either 6 to like 12 months or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So just have the discernment of the soul when the darkness comes, so you won't have to, worry about it.
When the purge is purging, how many days you think you would last in this shit?
uh I'm gonna say I can get like, cause you have to take some people out when it comes down, cause they're gonna try to get your house. So uh I'm surviving. Like I'm surviving. I ain't getting again like that.
Motherfucker, not even thinking about. You're not even thinking about getting.
I'm surviving because I'm trying to take it. Like my discernment be I don't trust nobody that's not in my household. You know what I'm saying? So anybody coming out that door is getting blasted. I don't care who it is. So I'm surviving. So that's how I see it.
With me, like if I don't die the first day, because I got extremely low expectations on my own survival.
Yeah.
But if I don't die the first day, I'll probably live a very long time.
Yeah.
It's just the first day, I'm gonna be outside, like like if the power, everything just pure chaos right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna go outside and see what niggas is doing.
Yeah, you're right. And it's like the thing about it, when the purge come, they probably gonna want people that have something that will benefit them, like on a movie called Book of Eli. Like some of the people was wanting things that they needed for themselves that people had. Like if you might have like a shelter, like a house or something like that, they gonna try to break into that house and get that house. So you gotta be on point when anybody that pull up on you. You just gotta be on point and don't have no friends that wasn't around you before all this went down. Like it's stuff gonna get real, and even the friends that was around you before that, they gonna turn on you. So you gotta just gotta be on your own for real. Like trust yourself. Like just trust yourself and protect yourself at all times.
Yeah, that's real shit, man. Purge pussy gonna hit different, bro. Yo, it was this movie. I don't know what movie it was. I can't remember, but it was a part of the movie. It was one of these zombie movies, and then like they were like trying to get away. And then like the dude like pulled over for a second, and then this girl came out of nowhere. She was like, please let me in the car. She was like, I'll suck your dick. And I was like, that nigga got the fuck up.
Yeah, you're right. Yo, you're right. You're right, man. They're gonna try to give it up easy because they won't have it won't be like, all right, the real men gonna be, isolated because you're gonna have to be protecting yourself. So it gonna be no real man. So they're gonna be really thirsty for a real man when they see him protecting himself and having his own going on. So so they're gonna throw it at us.
Yeah, because in the world we used to live in, the females would gravitate towards men that they feel that could protect them.
Right.
Because otherwise they was out here getting tossed around. On their booty holes was getting tossed around on the Meek Mill P. Diddy side of the game. So, but now it's like ain't gonna be no clout in the purge, bitch. Ain't gonna be no. You ain't gonna be no clout chasing in the apocalypse, bitch.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
All that money and stuff is out the door. It's gonna be about how you hold yourself up, how strong you is mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
It's that what's gonna take.
Bitch, you about to be sucking dick for pork and beans. Let's have a real conversation.
And a coin.
You know what?
A can of corn.
Not no corn on the cob, bitch. A can of corn, bitch. Okay. And it's expired. Ho, throw that ass back. Throw that ass back. I can't wait to that world. Bitches ain't gonna have no power.
And I feel like I was looking at this little it was like a little AI like type thing that's gonna show what happened, I guess, in the next 100 years or 200 years. And everything is gonna go back to the organic way of living in nature. Because like this video showed how he is now. It showed how technology is gonna become more in its peak or something. Like it's gonna be robots walking around. And then it said that it's gonna be, I guess, aliens or something come down and be collaborating with the robots or something like that. And then it's gonna be another disaster where it kills, like it burns stuff and kill a lot of things. And then the earth gonna rejuvenate and go back to nature and how it was. So everything gonna have to come back to the beginning anyway.
Hey, who you think coming first, the aliens or Jesus? Respectfully.
I'm gonna say the aliens. I don't believe in no Jesus at all.
Oh shit. What was the craziest conspiracy theory you ever You ever heard or you ever seen them pull off?
Um, I'm gonna say as of recently, as I've been, indulging with a lot of stuff, I'm gonna say the hot sauce 19.
That's insane.
Yeah, yeah. Cause they try to, trick people to say, oh, you sick, you got,
Yeah.
I won't say that word. And down the line, a lot of people, took that jab. Um, they died, and some people became, kind of slow mentally, and nobody talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Then as of recently, I heard on the news, they were like, okay, yeah, the shots was, kind of tainted, so much words they said that. So I'm like, man, y'all really played the whole game and stopped everybody in that whole 3 years. That's crazy for no reason.
hmm but I think the craziest part about that whole situation is, fast forward today, people act as if nothing happened.
Exactly.
They act as if nothing happened. Like everything is. This is our, our normal or whatever. They act like, man, all the violation, all the human rights that they broke these laws and all of this shit, bro. And they just act, man. It shit is crazy.
Right.
And to this day, I still see people in their cars driving around. They be in a car by themselves with a mask on, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
That's the dumbest thing I seen. Like, why is you got a mask on in the car? It's only you. Put the windows down.
And on top of that, they don't even wash their masks.
They don't.
They don't even ride around. I seen these people, bro, and I'm sad. I'm ashamed to say this shit, man. I was fucking around with a badass NPC bitch. This bitch, she had like 20 of them, and like, in your car where you have the turn signal and shit.
Yeah.
This bitch was like hanging like 20 of them on like the turn signal. People was hanging them like people was hanging the masks in their car like they was the air fresh, like the tree air fresh. I'm like, bro, this is the goop. It's like it became like an accessory, like a G-Shock or some shit.
Yeah, let's
That shit.
Cause I felt like certain stores are like, okay, you gotta have a mask to come in. I'm like, man, what's the purpose? Like, that was the retarded thing I ever seen. Like having to give me a mask to go into a store. It's crazy. And it was something else that was dumb. It was something else it was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of stuff, man.
Oh yeah, that was a scary time because it showed you that your enemy. It's like we know who our enemy is, like the ruling class and shit like that. But it showed you our immediate enemy is our neighbor. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's like, damn, I'm gonna have to crack this nigga head open. Like, come over here with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, what's stopping you from going back to being an NPC? Because a lot of people feel like in this community, we wake up, yeah, we're appreciative. Like discernment is a blessing and a curse. But a lot of people want to go back on the cipher side of the game. A lot of people want to go back to actually enjoying the state.
I think the one thing that's keeping me from going back is the sense of like I said before, the knowing of something within me that when I was younger I didn't know. Like a lot of things, like I was insecure about who I was, at a young age, even though I had the questioning thing going on, but I still wasn't sure of why, people didn't perceive me in a way of like, okay, you cool. They always felt like I was weird, or I was isolated from a lot of guys, because I couldn't never really hang around too many guys, because I felt like their sense of jealousy would come upon them, and they'll just be like, oh, we don't like you for some reason. And it just things like that, I don't want to go back to, because I have a sense of who I am now. It's like being okay. Remember when Spider-Man got bit by the spider and he wasn't trying to tell people he was Spider-Man and stuff like that? It was off a movie, off the first Spider-Man, I think. The very first Spider-Man.
With Toby
Yeah,
McGuire.
yeah. And he was kind of not letting people know that he was Spider-Man. And when he became Spider-Man, it was another feeling that he wanted to save the world, and he not going back to the regular part of him that didn't know who he was. So, like I said, it's like being like a superhero. Once you find out who you are, and you can not save the world, but you can inspire people to become who they are. You're not gonna go back to, a lower
Right.
essence of yourself.
Right. Once
Yes.
you move up that like spiritual ladder, they saying with this eclipse that's coming up, they're saying that some all types of scientific shit, but they're saying that long story short, this eclipse has the potential to with the energy that's coming off the sun and all of this other shit. They're saying that it has the potential to unlock junk DNA, in our bodies and our shit like that. So we might wake up to certain powers that, abilities that we never knew we had. Whoa. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. A lot of people was talking about that. I mean, like I said, if it happens, it happens. I don't want to put too much on it, but I want it to happen. Like I truly want it to happen, but I don't want to put too much on it because how they said in 2012 how everything was supposed to go crazy, and nothing really happened, and I don't want to put myself in that space. I want it to happen. I don't want to put myself in that space though, because I want to know that, but it's like, man, like it's like almost wishing for it to happen. Because
It is interesting though,
yeah,
like to see that they like constantly they're doing something in these skies where they're blocking out the fucking skies, bro.
right.
Like, and they've been doing this for a long time. Even the sunsets don't even look the same because all of the chemicals in the sky. So I do believe that it sounds on some ghetto X-Men shit, like for real. But like the way it's just the thing with me is like why they keep blocking out the fucking why every time I go outside I haven't seen the sun in 3, 4, 5 days. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
nah, bro. It's something going on, bro.
It is something going on, but like I want them people like, man, I want it to happen, but I don't want people to be like, okay, it's gonna happen this date, because I'll be looking forward to like, man, why this ain't happening, bro? Like, so, so I want it to happen. I know they hiding something, and like I said, I'm just ready, man. I mean, listen, if I can make it happen today, I'll make it happen today. So I'm just very interested in this amazing time of being and knowing who you are. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah.
Cause they can't let niggas like Hurricane unlock any type of superpowers and shit. Cause
Nope.
this nigga's crazy.
You might turn to the Hulk, man. But the government.
You see this nigga on TV. See this nigga on TV.
Really?
That's hilarious. Oh, he said it's gonna be like the movie Chronicle. I never saw that. He said the CEO of 99 cents only stores announced the closing of the franchise, closing of all 99 cent stores in the country. Ain't that some shit? Like
it's crazy.
The next generation, they not even gonna know what a dollar store is.
Exactly. Like I remember now, like you can go to a dollar store and get you like a $1 Roman noodles or some Vienna sausage, and now it's like what, $2.19?
Bro, it's false advertising. That's what the shit is, man.
It is.
You said Chronicles is a movie about the 3 friends with superpowers, but one go crazy. Can't give niggas shit.
I want to see that movie though. I want to see it.
I never heard of it. So we at the hour mark. I'm gonna go play my favorite song of Jay, and then we're gonna come back.
Okay.
To close everything up, guys.
As energy. I crave for the truth. It gives me the signs. It gives me the symbols throughout the world. Truth is hidden, but it can be found. Yeah, the truth, yeah, the truth, yeah, the truth, yeah, the truth.
Hey man, whenever these single moms, bro, whenever these single mothers be like, they be like, low key, am I all yours? I be like, bitch, the truth. Fuck no, bitch.
The truth, yeah.
You don't want the truth, bitch. But keep it a buck, dog. If you professionally record this song with like like an engineer that know like a nigga that, because all engineers ain't built the same, but like with an engineer that know what they doing, it's $1 million song right here, bro.
Thank you.
You could get this on like a soundtrack or something. I'm just keeping it a buck. And then the beat is hard as hell too. I might have to hop up on this. No,
Go ahead, we can do something.
it's hard.
From the stars, set me free. I want to know. I want to know.
Fucking single mom asked me, "Did you nut in me?" Bitch, do you really want the truth? Nosy bitch, shut your ass up. Look around, end up like that nigga from Fresh and Fit. Got a 3-year-old pregnant and shit, bitch. Bitch, did you miss your period? Tell me the truth.
All I want is the truth. Set me free. It's like my power. I got to have the truth. Can you feel it? The truth. The source. Can you feel it? The truth. The source. Can you feel it? The truth. The source. Can you feel it? All I want is the truth to set me free. It's like my power. I got to have the truth.
This nigga Hurricane said, "Bitch, did you steal my weed? Tell me the truth." I'm telling you, bro. You don't even understand, bro. Like that song would go crazy on these like memes and TikToks. I'm telling you, dude. You don't even these motherfuckers would just go somewhere so far left, but that's money. But so have you ever had an individual kind of like, call you crazy or try to steer you away from being kind of like shame you from being a critical thinker?
A lot of people, because a lot of people just they can't fathom, hence to the album title, more than you can fathom, but they can't fathom that a lot of people is thinking, differently about society now. And some people just stuck in what was. And it's like they'll try to say, oh, it's not going to be like that. You just got to keep working hard and voting. I'm like, man, that's not even a thing no more. So yeah, a lot of people, try to turn their heads. I lost a lot of friends, so-called friends. I lost, woman, yeah. So, I was able to still keep that knowing that it's a reason why certain people leave and certain people stay. it's an alignment thing with me, and I'm never turning back from my essence and knowing of what this is now. It feels so good, and I'm glad to be in the space to express it now. So yeah.
Do you feel like it's your responsibility to wake other people up?
Yes and no, because you can only say so much to people. They have to be able to have that own knowing, but you can inspire them, and it's up to them. And no, because I'm just doing me. I'm being a light being. I'm being something that was hold back for many years, and I'm not going to stop, no matter what. If nobody understand me at all, I'ma still be me, Joel and Jada mindset, like that. This in me, because like I said before, I'm an Aquarius, man. Like we rebels anyway. So, so
Mm-hmm. When we had a conversation of forgiveness, like, have you had this might be fucked up, but have you ever had to forgive somebody for just not being, I guess at the same place you was at spiritually, just being like, I forgive you for being spiritually immature, for not understanding what frequency I'm on.
I probably won't say forgive, but I understand why they not even at that step yet, because they have to go through a trial and tribulation that I went through, or probably in a different way, that I make them come to that conclusion of why it's like that now. So it's all about a person's trials and tribulations and their experience they went through this life, because it's this not a thing that we all just all of a sudden want to do. This came with experience and what we've seen from our view, and how we can how we was able to see it spiritually, and it came out through us in our third eye and stuff like that. So it's like it's not that. I just feel like people just haven't experienced it yet, and maybe this not a lifetime for them to experience it yet. And I guess we about to graduate. That's how I feel about it. You know, yeah. So that's yeah.
So where can we find, like, cause I'm trying to find a badass conspiracy bitch. Where do you think they would be at?
Uh, that's a hard thing to find, because a lot of girls are just, or women are just still stuck in that. Oh, he gotta have the bag. He gotta buy me stuff. And you have a lot of sedity ladies out here that don't even understand who they are, but they just know that a man should just do all that, and they don't do nothing. Or if only thing you can do is supply the I don't know if I can say this word on your channel, the P word.
Punani.
Yeah, the punani. If all you have is to get the punani and not return nothing that can internally either heal me or give me something to be inspired by to keep going with you, I don't want to deal with you. You know. So a lot of females are not even on that. You rarely find one like that. And when you do, it's a breath of fresh air, because they're giving you something that you never really seen on a daily. So it's a hard thing to do. But I think the best way to find one like that is probably in nature, like at a park or something. And
That's actually a good answer. I'm gonna keep it
yeah,
up with you, because you know what's so crazy. A lot of us, we don't even have time to go to the fucking park because
yeah,
we at work.
yep,
When you get off work, you so tired, you going home, you go pick up some food and go to sleep. But
yeah,
that's actually a very good answer. Yeah, nature, bro. Because
yeah,
nature is perfect and man is flawed. So you find people that's the closest to being a good person, I feel like, in nature. You know what I mean?
right, right.
That's real shit. Um. So yeah, last question, bro. What, present day right now? What if you could, you know, uh, transfer some information to yourself when you were 18, 19, when you was just first, get really just really focused on embracing this critical, the critical thinker you are, what information, you said you 30, right?
Yeah, 30.
So if you could go back to 1819, what information, like if you had a conversation with yourself, what would you tell yourself? And with the level of discernment that you have now, but also experience.
When I was 19, I was still kind of like insecure about a lot of things. So I tell myself to this, like I said, to study more on yourself, experience, try to do more creative things early on, embrace and celebrate the ideas that come to your mind, because I used to always like have ideas in my mind and not really expand on it. And the girl that, I hate to say this, but the girl that I let ride out, she was kind of like already on that level of what I am today. And I kind of let her slip away because I wasn't I wasn't who I was, so I tell him just to like tap in with her more, see what she on, and see what I can leads. And then I say like, don't second guess yourself on the decisions with your life, because everything you can only control what you can't control. And eat more healthy. Let me see. And this, just try to find like-minded people that's on your level within your city. But that was hard back then. I know, and it's hard now. I know it'd be hard back to tell them now back then. So, so that's why I tell them just be able to champion yourself more.
That's real shit. And what advice would you give to somebody that they just woke up today?
Just keep researching. And what I mean researching is you can look at the things that are for conspiracy theorists, documentaries, and try to find out why this and that is a certain way. But you got to champion, like I said, champion yourself, celebrate yourself. Because it's going to be times where you get all this information and you're going to feel like, okay, man, I don't understand why, I can't see why people can't get it, or I feel like I'm going crazy. You got to have that peace, and you got to have that knowing within yourself, that you got to keep going, never look back on what the past brought to you, because you can look back on the past, but just keep moving forward and use the past as experience and learning point, and just keep moving forward, and just be creative and a light being.
That's real shit. We got Hero in the chat. Hero, beautiful, melanated, carbonated queen. She said, "I need a conspiracy nigga." Hey man, look, what I could say about Hero, she got nice hair and she got all her teeth, bro. So maybe y'all can link up and do something, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and she's on record for saying that the pussy is fire. She on record
Okay.
for saying that. She on record for saying that. So I wouldn't know. But
I don't want to take your ladies.
no, I mean, you know me. I'm out here fucking NPC single mother bitches. I'm not practicing what I preach at all. I'm gonna keep it above. But yeah, man. Shout out Jay for pulling up Paradigm episode 15. Man, I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate this individual sharing their life story till present day. And I wish nothing but the best to Jay, bro.
I want to say like one last thing. I appreciate your platform, and man, I felt like I was on a Black Jim Rogan show.
Hey man, they call me Low Rogan, man. Wait, it is what it is, man. It
Yeah,
is
man,
what it
appreciate
is.
you, man, for real though.
All right, y'all, we up out of here. Salute.
All right, y'all, peace, salute.
Hey, y'all need to go over here and subscribe to Jay's channel. You need to come over here and subscribe. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Okay. Y'all need to listen to his music, share his music. show some love, and we got to support each other, man. All right, because the algorithm is against us, the platforms are against us, and the devil working overtime. Let's have a real conversation, okay? So that's his link right there. Check him out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Salute.
Yo, he wanna get involved with you. It's the S-A-double-D-I-Q. Yo, he wanna get involved with you. It's the S-A-double-D-I-Q. Yo, he wanna get involved with you. It's the S-A-double-D-I-Q. Yo, he wanna get involved.
Met this girl walking in the ghetto, looking good but looking down.
What you say? Come on, pop.
Said she needed inspiration. I said get your shit, cause we're going uptown.
Uptown, baby. Uptown, say what?
I could tell she was feeling better
Yeah, come on, yeah.
when she got inside the car.
She gotta stop the car.
She was a dark-skinned girl with pretty cornrows. She was doing her best to try to hide that scar.
What you say? Come on, and what you say now?
I don't really care about that dance. Just get involved.
Like that, take it double more time. Say,
You making me feel so real. Just get involved.
like that, one more time. What you say now? What?
Every time I take you around, friends,
Come on, I'ma take you round, friends.
I catch them looking at your love.
Looking at your love, like that.
You know it never ever bothered me, because I know that I'm the one you're thinking of. I don't really care about that dance. Just get involved.
What you say one time? What you say? Say.
You making me feel so real. Just get involved.
Word up, word up, word
Come
up.
on,
Yo,
baby.
Raphael just stopped in his track.
Say, baby.
Get involved and make an intimate pact.
Come on,
You
baby.
know the way that you present your things.
Say, lady.
We in the belly, so we might as well play.
Come on, baby.